So this video is about a recent relapse into porn that I have and had, and it's pretty interesting because I had quit porn. I think it was like in early February, and I'd been going. I believe I had like a 2 month streak going of no porn for 2 months, and everything was going well. And then I took a little family trip down to Las Vegas. And if you have been following and watching a lot of semen retention content, there are some creators out there who talk about the spiritual side of semen retention, and that when you struggle, when you are struggling with it, you're facing an attack from a societal standpoint. So society has you completely under its spell of throwing sex at you and lust at you from every direction. So you've probably found that you pretty much can't even look at Instagram if you are trying to do semen retention. It's just thirst traps and just lust everywhere all over Instagram. It's the norm for women to post scantily clad photos all over the place on there. Most attractive women on Snapchat are going to post sexy selfies all the time. It's rough trying to be anywhere near social media. And then obviously mainstream music and stuff like that. You have the music videos everywhere with just lust just all over the place. So you're facing a societal attack. But then if you've gotten deeper into this, you'll find out that there's also a spiritual attack that you have to defeat as well. So once you get past the societal attacks and you're doing well, your energy's building, and you're becoming a more powerful being, closer to God, you then are going to face attack from on the spiritual side of things. So there's a whole concept, it's a whole rabbit hole, but like the concept of the succubus coming to you at night, a dark spirit or dark entities coming to you at night and getting you at night through wet dreams. So you have the spiritual side of things. And so back to my relapse. So I mean, we all hear about, we all know that Las Vegas is, called Sin City, and we all know there's lots and lots of stories about a lot of dark energy in Las Vegas. We all know this. But I just went on a family trip there, I'm staying at Resorts World, and it's a family trip. We're just there to see some sights and stuff. But at night, the kid goes to sleep. The parents and whatever are in their own hotel rooms. Everybody's asleep. I'm right across the street from a strip club. Okay, I think it was Sapphire or whatever. But there's a strip club walking distance across the street from Resort World on the backside of Resort World. And I had spotted that strip club earlier in the trip, and I was like, and I had been on a several week streak, and I had been off porn for a couple months, and it was like, in my head, I'm just like, well, I haven't seen any. Okay, I might have to hit up that strip club. Just innocent, walk in, maybe pay the cover, and maybe throw a couple ones and see a couple strippers, right? Or whatever. And but anyway, I went to that strip club, and it was just like it was very, just the very act of me deciding to go to the strip club, I think it's similar to that moment where you're on a long street and it's just that act of like, well, maybe I will just open up the porn site to just take a peek, see what's there and see if there's any porn videos that look really good. So it's like a similar concept. Like once the genie is out of the bottle, it's pretty hard to put the genie back in, and almost impossible. You have to be very strong to put the genie back in. So the very act of me deciding in my head, like, I'm going to go to that strip club and just take a peek around, that was it, right? It was over from there. So like I was drinking, got way too drunk, drank way too much at the strip club, spent way too much money. It was a disaster. And then I was a disaster as far as I was so drunk. Went hard at the strip club and everything like that. Just engaging in lust and debauchery and degeneracy. Not too bad though. Not too bad as far as like the physical things that happened there. But anyway, then I get back to my hotel room, and now I'm like really, really drunk, and like you can see where this is like headed. But then it leads to a relapse into porn, and then it's like there you go, boom, gone, off the wagon. And so it took me, several days. And then just for me, when I relapse, I generally relapse hard, like, because the genie is out of the bottle and I just can't put it back. Like for usually it's like days of degeneracy and debauchery of when I do a relapse. So I hit like a pretty hard rock bottom before I can get back out of it. But now I've been back out of it for several weeks, or I don't really count the days. I feel like counting the days actually isn't a good idea. So I don't know if I've been back clean again for another month or something. But the point of the whole story was that, like, of course my streak ends because I exposed myself to dark energy, exposed myself to lust, exposed myself to kind of the dark side a little bit just by simply even being in Vegas. And there was probably a little bit of a spiritual attack there that I lost the battle to. But I'm still fighting this war, and we're all still fighting this war. But just thought you'd find that story interesting about that relapse. But more points to it is to keep in mind that this is an ongoing battle that will never stop, and you have a societal side that you have to beat it, and you have a spiritual side you need to beat it on as well. So comment down below. Thought you'd find this story interesting.